Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Let's Play. I'm back with Owen from Game with the Cooler, and today we are checking out ZONA ALFA, the Roadside Picnic Stalker-inspired miniature skirmish game from Osprey Games Wargames series, the Blue Books. This is a great, if you haven't watched my review of the book, you can check it out up here in the cards. This is a great light skirmish game. It is super model flexible, and it really does drill into the setting of Roadside Picnic or Stalker. If you're not familiar with that, I'll give you the Cole's Notes version. Basically, Roadside Picnic refers to the scientific sort of term of what would happen if we were visited by some type of extraplanetary intelligences. They hung out for a bit and left, and the things that they leave lying around would be to us what garbage is after a picnic on the side of the road to ants, right? Could be super dangerous. Like imagine just like a rag, like an oily rag, and something crawls into it and they could just die. Or a pool of like Coca-Cola that something crawls into and dies.
It left behind batteries that reproduce asexually. That's an example from the book. And it's just weird, but their technology can be so far advanced that we can't comprehend it. And so in Roadside Picnic, the book, which was written in the 70s in the Soviet Union about a place in Canada where this had emerged, and the people that would go into the zone called stalkers, was also made into a very famous film. You have this like weird confluence of moderately famous video game.
Yeah, it's a pretty famous video game, Stalker as well. Stalker's set back in Eastern Europe though, in like it's Shadow Chernobyl, right? So it's like around Chernobyl basically. You have an exclusion zone set up by the government because the weird stuff that's in there can turn you invisible. Like just weird stuff can happen no matter what in these zones. But people called stalkers will go into them to try and retrieve artifacts and get rich, and obviously there's like a black market and stuff. So when you build a faction here, you're going to build factions based on your training level. Everyone has access to veterans, trained troops, elite troops. I went with a more mixed warband. You went with just like the Hero Brigade high and methamphetamines. And you kit them out, go into the zone, try and get back artifacts. And you all belong to a faction where you get like a signing bonus, and your factions can be allied, they can be enemies, they can be neutral, however you want it to be. But you're competing against each other and the zone itself to try and bring things back, make as much money. And in this case, save up 10,000 rubles. In the 70s, that was a lot of money. So you can retire in luxury somewhere if you don't die, get turned inside out by a mist, or some kind of light makes you all of a sudden shoot lasers out of your fingers or something. Just weird stuff can happen. Your skin, exactly, yeah. It's the Invisible Woman from Venture Brothers, where she doesn't turn invisible, or just her skin does. That's right, he's not immune to fire. He's just on fire all the time. Or the thing where he's just a giant toenail.
He's a scab.
He's a giant thumb. Is that what it is? I can't remember. He's just like huge, it's all the gifts you think you're getting, but not really gifts. Highly recommend reading the book. The movie is also fantastic. The video games, from all reports, pretty good too. And actually, there's been a couple of books since that have kind of played in the same theme. If you ever read the Reach series, there's a movie based on it. It's called Annihilation. But there's like three different books in that series. Southern Reach books trilogy.
The book was called Annihilation.
It is. The Southern Reach is the trilogy, and it's about one of these exclusion zones, basically in North America, where like something visits and the zone is growing, and they send in scientists trying to figure out what's going on. Really, really good film. Same kind of like premise and stuff, and basically kind of set in the same universe as Roadside Picnic. So anyway, we'll share the table, we'll share our warbands, and we'll get this underway. Now it's getting ready to play. The first thing I did was build up my zone team. These are the Prodigal Sons. They're an independence team, which means they're contractors. They'll just take any old job in the zone trying to get rich. They're led by Yusuf there, who's my leader there, in the combat mask with gas mask. He's got an AK-47, a magnum pistol, hand grenades, 2 of them. And he's also armed with a red dot sight on his Kalashnikov med kit, and he has a civilian body armor set, so he's armor 5, which is pretty cool. He's my leader, which means he has 2 wounds. He's also a veteran automatically, so of my 12 Kabrosk, I have to choose my models, my starting warband. He's 3 of them, so I have 9 more to go around. Then I have Chernov. He's my second in command. Well, not my second in command. He's my first trained guy right here. He has an SMG as his melee weapon and a battle rifle. He has steady hands as a skill, meaning it's +1 to range attacks. Then he has a red dot sight and a... what's the other thing he has? Binoculars for scoping stuff out, basically. And then he also has some hand grenades. The other veteran is this fellow right here. Manik, he looks a little bit like Solid Snake, but he has an AK-47, a gas mask, a red dot sight, and a med kit, and a magnum pistol, and a pair of hand grenades. And then his skills are, he also has steady hands for +1 range attacks, and hostile, he gets +2 inches of movement if he uses 2 actions to move. My last train guy is a sniper right here with his SVD and a shotgun. He has a red dot sight on his shotgun and a pair of binoculars as well for checking stuff out. They're both wearing civilian body armor, actually, these two guys, for some 5+ armor. And then he has steady hands for +1 range attacks. He's going to try and scope out the hot zones. Then I have my two gas mask wearing rookies. One with a shotgun and a battle rifle, then with a Kalashnikov and a machete, and they both have gas masks. They don't start with any skills at all. So it's 3 + 3 is 6, +4 for the two train guys is 10, +2 for the two rookies is 12. Skills from my boss, I forgot to mention, he has leader for +1 to will checks for friends in line of sight when they get pin tests from taking hits. And also hard, he's +1 to his own will for deflecting hits. Here's Owen's group. He went for all killer, no filler. He's just 4 veterans. Who's your leader?
The yellow hat in the front, Stepanovic. He's our leader of the traders that we are. We're a bunch of trading folk with, he's got a right-hand man and then some muscle that he's hired. He is a veteran. He's got the leader skill and scavenger, which allows me to search hotspots twice instead of once. He's also got binoculars and a first aid kit along with an AK-74 and a knife. Beside him, he has his right-hand man, Polanski, who has steady hands and wrench, so he's better with mechanicals, and he has an additional +1 when he aims, or really all the time, but it stacks with aiming. And he's armed with an RPG, and a knife, and a gas mask, and electric juice, because everyone's armed with vodka.
Meth and vodka.
Meth and vodka with a little bit of lime.
That's right.
One note about the rocket launcher is it's got limited ammunition. It's only got 5 shots. There are 2 profiles in this book about whether they're blast or direct hit, like anti-armor and anti-infantry. Yeah. So we're going to play it that you just got to divide up those 5 shots at the beginning what they are. So he's 3 anti-infantry with 2 anti-armor just to do it.
Yeah.
And then the other 2 folks, we have
the twins,
Skolov and Volko. They're both hard. They're both knife men, armed with shotguns and machetes.
Of course.
They both have juice for the extra
2 actions.
And they have gas masks. They're not wearing gas masks. I just assume they don't care.
They hold their breath real long.
Yeah, that's basically it.
They have grenades?
Everyone has smoke grenades.
Got it. So here's our table set up for our first zone run, and we're using the random mission prompts from the ZONA ALFA sort of like mission generator to set up what our narrative is. So we rolled a locate hunt, and then we found a data recorder in a disabled vehicle convoy. So we have our data recorder here in the center of the table, and then there has to be 2 more zones of interest somewhere on the table, and they will be in the opposite corners from us. So what we'll do is we'll roll off to see what corners we're going to be in. Low being better on D10, 6 to your 5, so you can pick a corner to deploy in. Over there, cool. So I'll be over here, and then what we'll do is we'll place down mission markers on 2 kind of like agreed upon areas of interest that look important. So for instance, there could be something in this house, in this shed and this house. And these will also be our searchable areas for the course of the game. So the number of hotspots equal to the threat level times 2. So we're always going to have 2 in a threat level 1 mission. And we are basically trying to get this thing back. Now we are actually allies. The independents and the traitors are not at odds, which means we'll have to make a test if we want to actually shoot at each other. And it's going to be kind of a scramble. But we're both going to have to deal with all the zone incursion stuff that's going to be around here. And what happens is if you come within 3 of one of these markers, you'll automatically trigger the zone, and we'll see what hostiles are kind of like wandering around in the area or hiding inside the buildings. What you can also do is you can try and inspect it first. So if you want to inspect it, it's within 12 inches. You make a will check, and if you pass, when you do either toss a bolt at it, which is throwing a grenade, it's not a real grenade, but you pick a piece of rock and something and try and stir it up. You can modify the dice roll to see what it is by one or up or down, basically on the chart. Or you can just chuck a rock at it and stir them up real fast and just try and contain whatever inside. So all kinds of things in threat level 1. It could be like hordes of rats, it could be zombies, ghouls, bandits, or like weird mutant extra-dimensional dogs. Then once we've cleared the zones, we have to try and find out what's in there, which means walking up and salvaging it. And if we roll a 6 on the salvage table, an anomaly could appear where like space-time turns inside out and all kinds of horrible things can happen. It's going to be a countdown for D3 plus 4 turns for the game. So it's going to be 6 turns this game.
D3 plus 4 is... Oh, D3.
D3 plus 4 is 6, yeah. So a 6-turn game, which we'll count down on, and then it'll be over. All right, we're deployed. We got Yusuf hanging out over here with Chernov and one of my 2 rookies, who are Smirnik and Dushenko. So that's Smirnik right there, and that's Dushenko. Then the remaining ones, Chernov hanging out with... Ivanek and Petrovich are both hanging out with Dashenko. You got the whole gang just in the back there.
Yep.
And we roll for initiative round 1. So low is once again better, as always. 8 to your 7, so you get to activate first. Now, when you activate, you pick a model, and they get to do all of their actions. You can do any action you want from the list, which could be to walk, shoot a gun, interact with something, inspect something, throw a bolt, aim, anything you like. Some walks.
Yeah, we'll start with Stepanovic, and he's gonna just do some walking.
So you walk 6, yep.
He's just gonna walk through this building, and then walk again just to come out to the other side.
He has 3 actions because he's a veteran.
Yep.
Much the same with old Chernov over here. He's going to go 6 and 6 and just walk and take some cover. Just because he's trained. Back to you.
Polanski's going to go truffle shuffling along, getting into I'm going to be alerted for the rest of the game.
Funny how that was going to happen with my SVD as well. So we're going to go with my sniper over here, who is that Ivanek? I think that's Ivanek. It's Petrovich. And he is also trained, so he's going to walk 6. And then 6 again. And just go, I guess, be in the wind over here a little bit. But shoot down the alley. It's you.
Skolov, he's going to just head up, moving his way across the street here towards the house.
Vanek's going to go. Now, he's a veteran, so he's 3 actions. So what we're going to do is we're just going to walk our 6 for our first one. It's hustle, so when he makes 2 move actions, he gets +2 movement in the second one, so he's going to move over to here. And then he's going to attempt to inspect that thing. So he has a will stat of 5, and that means that he can inspect it on a 5 or less. He does. So it gains an inspected marker, which means if we do throw a bolt at and activate it this round, we'll get to modify the table up and down by 1. Your last action, yep.
He's just going to walk, and stand up with Polanski in the little broken piece of the wall there.
All right, well, let's see if we can bring the proverbial ruckus. We're going to just walk, because it's just me left. So we're just going to walk up with this fella. It's, Mr. Smirnek right there. Then we're going to go with the boss. And he's going to walk his 6, going this way. And then he's going to use one of his actions to get Dashenko to move up to here. And he's going to use his next action to get Dashenko to chuck a bolt into that and see if it can be activated. Combat ability 4, and we're just going to hum a grenade at it so we can get a 4 or less. We don't miss. And so that just misses, which means I won't be able to use that this turn. And my last action will be Dashenko. He's just going to walk up. He goes 5, actually, because he's just trained with the boss. And that looks like turns, so that's going to go away. We've got 5 turns remaining. There's no hostiles on the board. Now, when hostiles are on the board, they activate between me and Owen in the last place position. So each hostile group would go, whoever has priority, the next player, then the hostiles, and then keep going back and forth like that in a round. So turn 2, let's see who's going first. It's me. Petrovich, and he is just going to go on alert. So he's spent 2 actions to reserve an action for when something comes down the hall later on. You?
I think Polanski... He's not great at the double overwatch because his gun has to be reloaded every time he shoots it.
Right.
So he is going to walk up.
Not within 3 of the objective. The trucks.
Because there's one in the middle.
That's right there.
He'll just truffle shuffle a slight bit, and he'll also go on alert.
Okay. All right, back to me then. We're going to go with, I guess, your name is Chernov. And you are going to advance up 6 to the crest of this hill. With his binoculars, he's going to be able to inspect outside of 12. He can do it within 24. So we're going to inspect that and see what's inside it with our second action. So we need a will tech of 5 or less. No. It's you.
Stepanek's going to go. He's going to also try and inspect that. He's will 6, though, and also has binoculars. Cranks it.
Cranks it. You have some in that building.
Then he's going to check out this one. He's on lookout. Cranks that one, too.
Got it.
1 there, because I wanted to check twice. So last thing, he's going to throw a bolt at the middle one here.
Cool. So what's your range combat?
6, I think. Combat ability 6.
6 or less.
Gets
it. So you're going to immediately activate that thing and roll a d6 and we'll see what shows up. Modify whatever's guarding this up or down by 1. d6. You find a 5.
Of course I'm making it a 6.
Of course.
Beep.
Because now it's
6 bandits. No, 4 bandits and an anomaly.
Okay. The bandits appear D10 scatter, and there's something weird in this truck. So 7 inches back in here. So the bandits were laying in wait. So the bandits appear. They've been clearly lying in wait to try and salvage this thing themselves. And they immediately take a move to cover, trying to get towards the nearest model. So they're going to head towards him. Head up into the woods. Head up over to here. And over to here. The baddies are defending the zone, so it looks like it's back over to me. Your boss has spooked them out of the way. Now we need to figure out how we're going to explode them. Well, we're going to go with this little guy, and he's going to hum one of his hand grenades over the wall and try and hit her. So it's with an 18, so his range combat is 4. Let's see if it lands. 4, cranks it. It's a small blast of 2, which is going to hit these 3, and it's damage 2. I was going to roll for all these folks and see if they have made their armor checks. So for this one, 5 or less. Oh, sorry, 3 or less. Fumbles, so dies, takes a wound. The middle one fails, takes a wound. And the last one fails, takes a wound. Just blam. Rookie, you're living the dream. This is 1 action, so it's back over to you.
We're going to have Skolov go, and he's going to... Oh, no, we're not. We're going to have Volko go. He is going to move towards the house here. And then he's going to throw a bolt,
at
the house. He is 6 as well.
Nails it. All right, let's see what it is. And you've inspected this one as well.
D6 roll.
2. So it could be a 3 or a 1. So that's 2 swarms.
That is either
1 swarm, 2 swarms.
2 swarm, or 4 feral dogs. We're going to make that 1 swarm.
Okay. Okay, let's see where it goes. D10.
From the middle of the house, 10 inches that way.
So, whoop, rats. Immediate move, right? So it's going to go right into cover.
But I can interrupt its action because I'm on alert to shoot it as it runs to that cover.
I think you tank around at it.
Yeah, he's perpetually +1 to hit because he's a good shot. So on a 7 or less, he misses.
Okay.
And now
does it scatter?
It doesn't. It's not a blast.
Not
it's
blast.
just 1 hit. But he's got
unloaded.
And
when you shoot RPGs at rats. Back to me. Sorry, no. This idiot goes now and shoots. The combat ability 5. He's going to plug this guy 3 times with his AK-74 and hit twice. So 2 hits. What's the damage? I think it's 1.
1.
He's trained, so he's armor 5, goes down to 4. Pass fail, so he is out. He actually only took 1 wound because he only failed 1 armor roll, so he's just downed. And that means that he isn't dead. He's potentially going to be able to be stabilized by someone with a med kit. Still have a 3rd action, sorry, because you forgot to do his 3rd action. So
he's just going to look at this box.
We'll wind it back real fast, yeah, and you can do an inspect.
Looking at this one, he fails.
And it's back to you because you went prior. No, I went prior to this round.
Yeah.
Well, that little guy just killed our friend. He's activated. The boss could go. The SVD could go. I think we're going to go with the boss, though. And he is going to move, just to make sure we're in range. Up 6 to here. Yeah, we'll go 6 to here. And then we're going to go 6 again. Just so we can see that fellow and cover. Down to here, and then we're going to plug him with our AK-74. 3 shots. His range combat is 6, but he has a red dot sight for 7, -1 because he's obscured. So 3 shots on 6s. 1. So armor roll, he's armor 5, I think? No,
yep.
Yeah, so it's 3 or less.
Because you're damage 2 gun?
Damage 1. Sorry.
He failed.
He failed, yeah. 4 or less, so he's dead. That was the boss's 3 actions, so it's back to you.
Yeah. Do we want to figure out what this is? Do we want to mess with the anomaly? I can search this now. Oh no, we have to get rid of the rats and search this one still.
That's right. And if you come near the anomaly, you have to make will checks and stuff or things just go horribly wrong.
Yeah, when you want to start looking at it. You can't search it until later, which is weird because they're treated like a grenade. Anyway.
We have to clear the hostiles first because
yeah.
we hadn't had any hostiles spawn.
Well, we're going to have Skolov go and look at the box or look at the building here. Yes. And then he's going to throw shit at the building here. Yes. And then we're going to roll to see what we found in that building.
So
come on.
-1/+1.
3.
2, so it's either 2 swarms, or it's whatever 3 is. I think it's dogs, or 4.
It's zombies. Let's use zombies. Oh.
Subjects. No, 2 inches back, so they're basically right here. So
stumbling out of the door.
That's right. Oh god, they were in the house all along.
Hey, let me know how that goes over there.
So they immediately move towards us.
Yeah.
Because we're within 12. So as soon as you're within 12 of their target point, they move towards you. And I think they move 4 because they're zombies.
Yep.
So 4 inches. So heading up towards us. Come pouring out of this building. What could possibly go wrong? I like to think that the one in the jumpsuit was driving the truck. Well, I might as well fire my SVD. Or I could fire my shotgun. I think I'm going to fire my shotgun, actually. He's trained. Actually, sorry, I don't know if you hold the action until the next turn. Plug him with a shotgun. So he's range combat 5. They're obscured, though, so -1. And that's going to be 3 shots on 4s. All trying to plug that front guy. On 4s. Got him once. Zombie armor.
Their armor pretty good, because they're made out of zombie. Are you within 6 inches?
I think I am.
Because that's going to change your damage.
Nope, I'm still damage 2 then. Instead of damage 3.
And he is armor 6.
So it's going to be a 4 or less to strike it off. Otherwise, he gets shotgun to the head. Get him! Last action over here, because those guys have made their move.
We can't search that until you deal with them.
Nope.
So he's actually going to head this way to help deal with the... no, we're going to just mill about and wait until we have an opportunity to
go search some things. How these guys go? I'm within 12 of their home sector, so they're going to get aggressive and run towards me. They're not going to quite make it into melee, though. So going 4, and everybody comes towards me. All right, it's my activation. I think we're going to go with, I guess, the veteran here, Manik, with his steady hands and his red dot sight. So he's going to try and open up with the AK. He's got 3 actions. Shoot the closest zombie. He'll shoot him on a 3 shots, needing 7s. He's 5, goes to 6, goes to 7 for the red dot and the steady hands. So 3 on 7s. Got 2. So it's damage 1 because it's a Kalashnikov. He'll need 5s. Fails. So he's dead. Second action, we'll do it again into him. Got him once.
Nope.
Dead. Third action, we'll do it into this guy. Come on, clear the way. And we got a crit too, which is sweet. So 3 times we hit him, and we get a free bonus action because of the crit. Fails and dies. And then the last action for my free bonus action, we'll shoot the last zombie. Welcome to downtown, another free bonus action. They cancel each other out.
Which means this is just a failure.
Which is just a failure. So I got another bonus action. That's right, yeah, because the crit, the fumble cancels the crit, but the crit doesn't do anything.
They are what they are.
They are what they are, that's right. My free bonus action, I'll just move 6 towards the searchable zone. See what's over there. Get out of the way, zombies. All right, so it's back to hostiles. No, it's back to you, actually.
I have no one left.
Oh, you have no one left, so then it's hostiles. Let's go and move 6 for their 1 activation, and up right here. Still within 12 of their zone, going to the nearest hostile, and then it's back to me. I have this little fella. He's going to, I think, just move up with his shotgun. Heading up 5. And then he's going to reserve another action. All right, third round. Let's roll for some initiative and see who's going first. Kind of search some zones. I got a crit. Looks like it's
not
me.
A crit.
Well, I need to stabilize this guy because we don't want him to die. So you're going to run up 6. And then second action move again. And then third, you're going to use your medkit on him. Stabilize him. He's got 2 pin counters now. And he is no longer bleeding out.
We are going to go with Volko. And he is going to teach these rats what for. He's going to do a move and then a move to jump them in melee.
Some rats.
Yeah.
Charlie style.
And then he's going to... He is a knife fighter. Or knife man. So he is going to fight with both melee weapons. Give him the shotgun and the machete.
Of course, why not?
And then he gets +1 on both of those attacks.
Alright, so in melee combat, it's an opposed test. You roll a number of dice equal to your attack, so you got 3 for your shotgun, 1 for your machete for 4 total. And then I'll roll 1 for my teeth and claws, looking for 4 or less, because it's combat ability 4.
Yep.
You can use your successes to cancel mine, but the defender can't use successes to parry. And then you just apply damage afterwards. It's not entirely possible to just kill each other.
Yep.
So let's see what you got.
So I have... the 3 with my shotgun, 1 with my machete.
Do it.
And he's melee 7.
Go get him.
So we got a crit and 3 successes.
And you got 1 success.
So I'm going to cancel that one.
Cool.
And then I'm going to do 1... Oh, that was my shotgun. I'm going to cancel it with my machete, because my machete is cheaper.
Cool.
It's still a crit, so I'll get my extra action. And then he'll take 3 damage, 3 hits from my shotgun.
And his armor is?
2.
So...
You didn't
roll 3 crits. And then he is wounded. You stomp all over those rats. Free action.
And we're just going to get ready to climb over this fence, heading this way.
All right, well, it's time to go do some searching, I think. So we're going to walk over here.
Because now everything's dead.
Because everything's dead, so we're able to actually search these things. So first action to walk over here. And second action, we're going to inspect it and see what it is. Now, if I roll a 6 here, again, it turns into an anomaly. Space-time turns upside down, and things get bad. So let's see what we found. Something valuable. Something in that house. A 2.
350 salvage.
Sweet. As we're currently cooperating as allies, we're going to split all this down the middle.
At the end.
At the end, yeah. Sweet, sweet pile of American blue jeans. And then we're going to move one more time. And just keep you honest. And head over here. Just go into cover. The boss.
Stepanovic, he's going to go 6 around the corner and head towards it. He's not going to search it yet, though, because he's real good at looking for stuff. So he's going to look later on.
Is the salvager skill, yeah. So for 2, he can do 2 rolls and apply both when he searches stuff. That's double the chance of rolling a 6.
Yeah.
All right, so it's back to me. Well, this guy's going to rally. He has to make a will check, I believe, but he gets +1 because his boss is here, inspiring him. So he's normally will 5. Will 5. So it's a 6 or less because of the +1. Passes, removes a pin counter. He's going to rally again with his second action, and pass, remove a pin counter. Great though, so no free stand up. He's going to go.
He's just going to reload his RPG.
Okay.
And then, we'll get ready. We're not going to get within blast range yet.
So not getting within 2 inches or 3 inches.
Actually, he's not going to search this. He might search the anomaly, actually.
The anomaly is that.
Oh,
that's become an artifact. Yeah, it's become an artifact.
Oh, it's basically not both. Okay.
No. No, the anomaly. So the artifact, whatever it was, became now an anomaly.
You can't find another anomaly.
Yeah, whatever's in that case isn't just like somebody's papers. It's apparently something the government was trying to move and then kill everybody nearby and turn them into zombies. Let's just say that whoever hired both of our teams to go out here did not tell us the complete truth about what was in this truck. And you're all done, so it's back to me. This little fella can go. He's just going to head up with the rest of the crew in case things go terribly wrong. He has already done his thing. I think I'm done too. This little guy. He's gonna walk up 5. Getting the shotgun down. Right, hostiles have been cleared, so we're down to halfway through the game. Initiative. It's you.
Nope.
Oh, I rolled a 3? Oh, I did roll a 3. That was an 8. Well, we're gonna spend an action to stand up, get back in the war, and then we're gonna walk our 6 over to here and just be in cover. Treasure?
2d6.
You didn't quite make it with your first move, so you probably have to move into it first. Yeah.
2d6.
Get him. Do 2 salvages and apply both results.
Yeah. A 1 and a 5.
Ooh.
So no more anomaly, but we're going to find $200 dues plus $350 and a roll on the basic equipment table.
Sweet. So we found 600 basically, plus a basic equipment piece. Gas mask. Freebie gas mask to give to somebody for later on, or just put in the bank. All right.
3 actions.
That was 1, 2, 3, because it's double action to search twice. That's right. We'll go with the boss. He's going to move. Climb over here. And then he'll reserve an action. See you.
Alright, Skolov. Earn your pay. He's going to walk. And then...
So he walks to the 3, makes his will check now. Which is free. And does it explode?
Nope.
Nope. So
actually, that's exactly what he needed, because it's 6 minus 1 for the...
So you're free to move through it now.
And then do his investigate.
Yeah. So second skill, he's going to climb up difficult terrain. And then third skill, he's going to investigate the artifact.
And roll on a d6. Because it's just another discover check.
But not salvage now, it's an artifact, which is money. 5.
Ooh, big money.
Something cool.
Money plus, we're going to get $5,000 dues. Oof. And also he's going to get +1 armor.
You can have 1 artifact at a time. Whatever this artifact does, it basically increases your armor. So whether it turns your skin to lead or like makes you magnetic somehow so that bullets just bend around you, this artifact's going to increase somebody's armor by 1. So now I got to make a choice. Do I want to to break our truce because I don't split the artifact. We only split the salvage, which means we'll walk away with some monies, but you're walking away with whatever the thing is that's turning your skin to lead. And the answer is no. I don't think we do. I think now that we've cleared all the zones, we just start to retreat. So we're going to walk back 5 to here. Be like, good for you, mister. Turned your skin to lead. That seems very exciting. I just watch you walk into lightning and come out glowing green. And then we'll wind down the turns, and that'll be game. So we go to the post game. All right, so crew credits. So now you don't earn experience individually in this game. Your crew earns credits and you hand them out. So campaign advances are given for accomplishing any of the 4 of the following things: surviving, killing, salvaging hotspots, achieving the objectives. And you get 1 advance for surviving a zone run and 1 for each zone hostile and or rival crew kill. 3 advances for each hotspot you clear, and 5 for accomplishing the mission's main goal. So you will get an advance for each of these guys you killed. So you killed 2 rats for 2.
I just killed 1 rat.
How did the one die? Oh, only 1 showed up. That's right. So you killed 1 rat for 1. You got the main objective, which was the artifact, for 5, which takes you to 6.
Yep.
And you cleared a zone for 9. I'm going to get 4, 8 for kills, 11 for clearing a zone. I'm going to get 4 more and go to 13 for everybody who survived without going into action, and I'm going to get another 6 and go to 17 for having 6 members that survived without going into action. So I have 17 advances to your 13, and we can spend the advance pool on a bunch of different stuff. So for every 10 advances, a crew leader can improve one of his crews or his own model stat lines by 1. You can use 10 advances to buy an equipment slot. You can buy a new skill for 15 advances. Promotion, you can, for every 5 missions a model survives, not going out of action at the end of his own run, they're promoted to the next experience level. And then messy resolutions, kill credits. I'm going to spend 15 of my 17 advances, and then drop in +1 to combat ability for Manik there with his AK, because he mobbed those zombies, which is pretty awesome. And sorry, it only cost me 10 to buy that stat increase. You're buying a stat increase as well?
Yeah, probably.
Cool. We both have to tithe 10% to our faction, so my 400 is going to go down to 360 in my salvage that I earned, and yours is actually going to be, you've got basically 5,400 in value because it counts your artifact as well, which is worth what, 5 grand?
Yep.
So you have to sell your gas mask and then basically give up all of your salvage when you come back and the traders are like, what you got there, shirtless Ron? Also marking that everyone survived a game without being out of action at the end, which means they'll all get a survived mission. For every 5 missions they survive, they will rank up. So my veterans will stay the same, but my rookies and my trained guys can become veterans and gain a level basically just by surviving. One's veterans can only buy stat increases at this point. They won't level up naturally, but if he does hire a rookie for whatever reason, then he'll get some extra bodies. Now we get to go to the stalls with our cash. You got 60 in the bank plus your artifact. And I've got 360 in the bank. I'm not going to buy anything in the stalls because I still have a spare medkit to re-equip Yusuf with, but you're going to go sell your artifact for 4,500?
Yeah.
Because it's 10% off. 10% off, that's right.
The stall takes its cut.
And then you have a 40% off because you're a trader on all your Kevlar plates, which makes them 1080. And you're going to buy 4 of those. And everybody's going to get a set of Kevlar plates added to their armor for +1 armor.
No. Skolov and Valko are going to get 2.
Oh, you're just going to give 2 to the charge guys.
The charge guys. Yeah.
They're both going to lose their gas masks. And what other item are you currently equipped with?
Juice.
Juice and the
juice?
juice?
They can carry 3.
They can carry 3, got it.
Yeah.
Well, you start with 3, so you would have had 3.
Yeah, I forgot smoke grenades don't take a slot, so...
Oh, okay. Just put medkits in your bank then.
Bank. Yeah.
And they'll unequip that stuff and have 2 Kevlar plates. And what's the third thing?
Juice.
Juice. Buy another shotgun as well, because you have just enough money for it. You'll have 30 in the bank, and Skolov's going to have 2 shotguns now.
2 shotguns, Kevlar plates, and drugs.
We're 8 now. Just hulked out having sold his anomaly. All right, so we're into the game. Man, those... Whoever hired us, whoever gave us the bounty on that location did not tell us that there was going to be weird upside down interdimensional portals that we had to go and reach our hands into. But
I mean, all things considered, everyone was pretty fine.
You got pretty rich off of it.
One guy got shot, and he got
That's true. You got that. Well, we dragged him off, and that was important because he actually can improve. If he survives 5 games, he levels up to be veteran, which is a cool way of getting extra dudes. And we got a little bit of money out of it. You went and sold your artifact for lots of more expensive body armor for your juice monsters.
We'll see how that goes.
they're just somewhere outside like the zone thing, just doing barbells of paint cans because they can't get like weight equipment.
No, there's smaller people on the edge.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Their lackeys are like hanging onto the edge. They're just bench pressing the stalls themselves, like whatever the stall is. Oil drums full of concrete and stuff.
Like the Super Bowl cap with meth and vodka.
That's right. Just snorting short meth and vodka.
Yeah.
This is a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying the way that the mission procedurally generates itself. It's not super strict on placing stuff. It says set up the table, roll for your story, and then just make it go with the number of zones and stuff that you want. So this is a lot of fun. And we start off as allies. Who knows how it's going to end?
You know that protein vodka is a real thing.
That
exists in the world.
It is.
You want to get a workout.
Power. Get your power vodka. We had a lot of fun with the models, the table, the train, and stuff like that. So we're going to play another one of these. You see it in 2 weeks. So if you enjoyed this, we'll see you for, I guess, round 2. We're going to go back out in the zone and try and get some artifacts. Maybe I'll get one this time. So next time, I'm Ash, this is Owen. Upper Gaming. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to support the channel, of course, like and subscribe and hit the little bell below so you get notifications when I post future content. I do post stuff 7 days a week. If you want to support the channel further, you can, of course, buy a t-shirt through Spreadshirts, buy a measuring gauge or objective markers from Death Ray Designs, or, of course, most importantly, there is Patreon. Patreon is what makes all this possible, keeps the lights on, pays for the studio costs, pays for the equipment, model costs, and everything else, and most importantly, puts food in my kids' bellies and a roof over their heads. Big thanks to everyone, past, future, who supported me. I do this stuff because of you guys, and of course, I will continue doing it as long as I can.